Well, good morning. I've arrived here at the Wargrave Cemetery to find two guys actually working on it. Now, in a couple of days' time, on Thursday, the 28th, is the anniversary of the raid on St Nazaire. And as you can see, guys are working hard to get it ready, because on Thursday there's a ceremony here where dignitaries are going to turn up, commandos are going to turn up and pay their respects. So I'm going to go in and have a wander around and show you guys what they're doing. So if you have a quick look here, at the other end, they're hang on, work out how to get in. Oh, that's the way. Yeah, getting really nice lines. So he's coming to this end, going to turn round. So they're making sure that the lines look really good. So we're going to move away from them and we'll move down the far end here. Now, this cemetery holds all the guys that were killed on the operation, and that plaque there shows the Operation Chariot, which was on the night of the 28th of March 1942. So it's coming up to 83 years this year. So yeah, I mean, you can see how well kept this is, and we'll have a look around the grave shortly. But first we'll have a look in. There's a book, there's a register that you can have a look, see who's and this is common to all war graves. So just in there is the war graves book, visitor's book, and you can sign that you've said that you visited, etc, etc, and leave a message. So it says 1935-49, 39-45. The land on which this cemetery stands is the gift of the French people for the perpetual resting place of the sailors, soldiers and airmen who are honoured here. So that's the where the book of commemoration is, where you can leave comments, and I've just left a comment. And now we'll have a wander along the graves themselves. And I'd noticed that the first one, as you come in, is from a Royal Norfolk. I'm almost sure. I'm going to check it out. The guys were busy at the time, but these are Polish pilots, Polish force, age 20, 33, and 300 squadron, and this was in 43, so these were slightly later, November 42, Royal Air Force. So these are the airmen that obviously been shot down. Royal Australian Air Force there, 44 age 30. So there you go, that's the Air Force plot there. So I'm just going to have a wander along in a second, and to see what we can see. Different regiments that were taking part of this commando raid on St Nazaire on the 28th of March 1942. So I wasn't wrong. So there you go, Private C.R. Smith, Royal Norfolk Regiment, 4th of June 1940, age 34. So not quite. So he might have been captured after, or died of his wounds. There's Fuller, Royal Army Service Corps. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. We're just going to have a wander along to see. This was earlier, 1940. So not quite sure what went on the 6th of June 1940 around this area. I thought this was all to do with the attack on Saint Nazaire in 1942. Well, clearly wrong. I'm going to have to do a bit of research on this. For a sailor, unknown unto God, known unto God. Here's a few more unknowns. So this is the start of the March 1942, age 22, Shropshire Light Infantry, number 1 Commando. Another sailor unknown. There's quite a few unknowns along here. But it's A. Heale, Ordinary Signal and Royal Navy. I was on the raid. 21, 26, 24. Another one unknown. It's amazing. So 1st of April 42, so must have came up after. Age 22. So, yeah, I'm not sure how many exactly, but there was 168 guys that were killed on the raid. So I'm making a guess that most of them are here. So it's important that we remember this. So Chief Petty Officer, H.P. Booth, DSM, New Zealand. So there's a lot of Commonwealth that was involved with this. So here's one from the Hampshire Regiment. Number 4 Commando. The Border Regiment. The Queen's Westminsters. Number 2 Commando. 25th of April 42, age 22. So these must have been the guys that are captured that died after. A few more unknowns. KG Hampshire. RMVR, Volunteer Sub-Lieutenant. A few more unknowns. South Lancashire's, number 2 Commando. It must have been something on that night. I mean, they've been training for months for this. Here's another New Zealander. RAF. 6th of November 42. So it's not all from the raid on the Zaire. So quite a few RAF here in November, 6th of November 42, so something else must have kicked off around then. That must be a crew together. It's amazing to think that the War Graves Commission have got these graves all over pretty much the world. Here you go, here's Sergeant T.F. Durrant, VC, Royal Engineers, 1 Commando, 28th of March 1942, age 23. That must be one of the 5 VCs that was won on the night. All in all, the raid produced 38 commendations. Here's Lieutenant P. Walton, the Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire Regiment, number 2 Commando. I could have been Beds and Arts. I could have been the Beds and Arts. So there you go. This is what a war grave cemetery is all about, and it's amazing just how well this is kept. And it's not just for the anniversaries. It's not just for when they have a commemoration, but they do it all year round. 2 soldiers, known unto God, 2 more. So there you go, that's a look at this cemetery that holds a lot of the guys that were on the raid on the 28th of March 1942, where HMS Campbelltown smashed into the lock gates, and there was 18 other smaller vessels, the patrol vessels that came up the river with her, that should have taken the commando home. 228 got home. 168 were killed on the operation, and I'm not quite sure the numbers that were actually taken prisoner, but yeah, there was a lot. So, paid my respects. A bit emotional.